Welcome back to McCarthy Performance. We're just finishing up painting up the parts on the 283 and getting it ready to go out the door. Not going to do, I was thinking I was going to put the valve covers on it, but I'm not going to put the valve covers on it. I'm not putting the intake on it. They want it. So we're just painting up the pieces. I got to put this front mount on it. Figure out a way to transport it because it doesn't have any side mounts on this engine. So, well, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, it's normal that you have to shim springs occasionally, and it's, you know, after they've had a valve job, it's kind of a normal thing, especially if you grind the valves and the seats, of course. I always put the thickest shim to the top. The thinner shim always goes to the bottom. So don't ever take for granted that the retainers are all going to assemble the same height. I've got 8 retainers that look exactly like this, and they assemble up a little differently. So this head needs about 30 thousandths more shim than the other head. Now, these could have been for exhaust, you know, or intake or vice versa, but the spring pockets are all the same on these older heads. So I don't know what the story is on the retainers. The keepers fit fine. It's not a 10-degree Super 7, you know, something weird like that. These are just old retainers, and who knows what happened, but I'd rather have them all on one side of the head versus the other. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to set them up that way. It just requires more shim. There's plenty of clearance on the rock arm, so that's not an issue, but of course you always want to look at that. I don't have any retainers like this. These are, good Lord, they could be 57s, 65, 55. I don't know. I have the newer retainers, and we want to try to keep this as stock appearing as possible. So that's what I'm going to do. All the retainers, they're not aftermarket retainers. Who knows what the story is with them, but they fit fine. They fit on the springs. Everything works. It's not an issue. It's just once 8 of them are a little bit height difference than the others. So we're going to put the rest of the springs on the head. I'm probably not going to videotape all that. You know, save you the boredom of that. Of course, these are grooved for an O-ring seal, and could have put better seals on it, but these seals should perform fine. We're using the top of the retainer. That steel shield there acts as part of the seal setup. I could have put umbrellas on it, but the guide clearance is good on these heads now, and we're going to just put the O-rings on it. I don't even think this engine's going to be run, to be honest with you. I think it's going to be a museum piece. If I knew that the owner was going to drive it every day, maybe things would be, maybe I'd put a little different seal on them. But these worked before, they'll work again, you know. It's not a big deal. So we'll be Whew. These are new old stock blue tip push rods. I have a small brush that goes in there, and you can buy them from Trend. And I have them soaked in mineral spirits. I polished them up a little bit. Blow them out real good. Always hold them up to the light and look inside the push rod. Make sure there's no foreign material in it. They look good. Always wash your push rods out with a brush. Like I said, you can get them from Trend. You'll be surprised how much dirt you'll find in the brand new push rod. Well, I got to put the rocker arms on this and adjust them. And make sure the hard tip is up to the top on this one. The blue fell off this one here. Yeah, that looks like the top. Yeah. So we'll adjust the lash on the rocker arms, and I'm pretty much done. They're going to put the intake and the valve covers on it. So well, we're pretty much done with the 283 1957 fuel injected engine. This is as far as I'm going with it. I'm going to put the front mount on it for the well, that cradle that goes on the front there. And I got to adjust the rocker arms. I just have them setting on there right now. But I'm going to finish this video up. And this is going to probably be the end of this this build. Start on another one. Yeah, the guy that painted the heads painted these, so yeah, you know, what are you gonna do? The heads, I got them, I think I mentioned it before, was they were supposed to be, they were all painted and they were all put together, and yeah, I don't know what they were planning on doing with them, but I didn't want to run them through the jet washer and take all the paint off them, because that orange is such a bugger to get any color on it. So, well, thank you for watching.